learners have a brand new place to play at the Carnegie Science Center, where they may not even realize they're getting a grounding in science, technology, engineering, and math at the same time. It's called the Little Learners Clubhouse, and it's been made possible by funding from PNC's Grow Up Great Early Childhood Education Initiative. Sally McCrady is Director of Community Affairs at PNC Bank, and Ron Baille is the Henry Buhl Jr. Co-Director of the Carnegie Science Center. And welcome. Good to see you both. Welcome back.
Great to be here.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, it's really cool. So this is just the beginning of all the changes that are starting to unfurl over at the Science Center, is it not?
Absolutely. There's something new happening all the time. Of course, the big opening is in our expansion that opens this June, and we'll be bringing some great exhibitions into Pittsburgh starting this summer and then onward every year from there on in. But to lead up to that, this great new space for our youngest learners, we've opened now within the last month, and it's been well received by our audience.
Well, tell me a little bit about, you've had great children's activities and programs since you opened almost 30 years ago. What's different and better, or what do you like about being able to do it this time?
You know, as we tried to think about what is it that the young learners really need to develop their scientific curiosity, what are the kinds of activities that are going to help them to really develop good, positive attitudes about math and science, their ability to solve problems. We talked with a lot of the early childhood experts around the country who research this, and we designed sets of activities that really help to do that. So I'll give you an example. Kids have a natural appeal for buttons.
Okay.
So we've got a wall of 250.
Like pressing buttons as opposed to the fastening buttons.
Yeah, big, colorful buttons.
Okay.
And every button does something. It causes some sort of a sound. Some buttons cause bubbles to come out. Others change the lights. One starts a thunderstorm. And this whole notion of cause and effect, that when I do something, I can cause something else to happen, is a key point for young people to learn and understand that they can begin to control their environment. And so this button wall, tremendously popular.
Very cool. And as you say, learning almost without knowing that you're learning.
That's exactly
Sally,
right.
what was it about this project, and obviously wouldn't be possible without PNC's funding, that made you think this is the right place to invest?
Sure. Well, we've been passionate about early childhood education, as you know, for about 14 years, and that's through our program PNC Grow Up Great. And actually, since its very inception, we've always had a big focus on inquiry-based science education as part of Grow Up Great. And who better to work with locally than the Carnegie Science Center on that topic. So we've done a number of things together, from a project with a local Head Start program where we were really enhancing inquiry-based early science learning in the classroom, which included professional development for the teachers, family engagement activities, all designed by our partners at the Carnegie Science Center. And so as we thought about the expansion at the Science Center and learned about what they were doing with the early childhood education space, we thought this was a tremendous opportunity for us to continue our partnership with the Carnegie Science Center. And then also, equally important to us, the funding for this space also allowed us to work with the Carnegie Science Center. They're going to be doing some family engagement programming in the North Side neighborhoods as well as part of this initiative.
Yeah, wow,
so
that's really
great.
cool. Yeah, but you think the really little kids, how much science can they learn? Is it important to expose them to all of this when they're that little, when they're just kind of playing?
Yeah, it's the absolute best time, because when you think about children, what you're really doing is building on their natural sense of curiosity. And so as you start early STEM education, it gives them just a great basis as they move through school, and then ultimately, hopefully down the road are going to be more interested in science and technology professions, which is incredibly important in our region, as we know there are thousands of positions open because our workforce doesn't necessarily have the right training. So if we can get them started early, it's going to be a huge benefit to our region.
Well, we've talked about this before too. Investing in kids when they're this young has a really big ROI just in general.
Yeah, absolutely. They say for every $1 invested in high quality early childhood education, society saves up to $13 in the long run. You can imagine, as bankers, that makes us pretty excited, and it's a great investment for all of us.
Leave it to you all to run the numbers on the ROI. So, Ron, what has it really meant to have PNC's participation and partnership to get this off the ground and really make it happen at the
Well, it's absolutely invaluable to us. Pittsburgh has a really dedicated corporate community to helping to cultivate the next generation workforce. But corporate projects come and go, and what's totally unique about PNC is what Sally just said, 14 years of dedicated commitment to young children and through PNC Grow Up Great. That's something that has had a chance to sow seeds, see those seeds begin to grow and bear fruit, and we see young people grow up and come back now with their children, all being able to be supported by the kinds of investment the PNC has made long-term throughout the region and the country, but certainly here at the Science Center. So it's those kind of partnerships that just make it possible for us to do what we do.
Yeah, you think about it, those kids you started with 14 years ago, they're graduating from high school now. Some of them are probably in college.
Absolutely.
Yeah, really seeing it unfold. So only a few seconds left, Ron. So Little Learner Clubhouse is up and running, open. People can participate right now?
Yep, open every day.
Excellent. And then what's next? What's the next big ribbon you're
June
going to
15th, we will cut the ribbon on the new PPG Science Pavilion.
Okay.
And we'll be bringing in a brand new exhibition that's traveling the world. It's in Rome right now. It's coming to Pittsburgh, called Art of the Brick. It is the world's largest collection of fine art done in logos.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
And so we'll have 10,000 feet of that, but there will of course be plenty of hands-on activities and chances to design your own Lego sculptures.
That sounds fun. We can't wait for that in June. Carnegie Science Center Awards coming up in May. Ron Baille from the Science Center, Sally McCrady from PNC. Congratulations.
Thanks so much.
Appreciate it. Yeah. And we'll be back in a minute with little dollars and cents. Please stay with us.